What did I just watch? Here's my review of Basileia. I wasn't intending on doing a spoiler review of this film, but it's very difficult to explain how awful this film is without revealing most of the plot. Actually, the film starts off quite well. We follow these dogs slash wolves. They walk up these mountains in Italy, and we see these beautiful abandoned stone houses on the edge of the mountains. I don't really know what the scene means, but it was a nice start. We then meet an amateur archaeologist called the Irishman, played by Elliot Cosell Hove. The locals call him the Irishman for some unexplained reason, even though he's Scottish and he's living in Italy and he can speak Italian with fluently. And the actor that's playing him is actually American Danish. So I don't know why he was cast in the film. So it's very strange. The Irishman and two accomplices are in the woods looking for a hidden historical artifact at night time, and then they start getting chased by some police. I don't know who called them. I don't know who called the police, and why are they running away? Why are they being chased? I don't know. And the Irishman gets away. His two colleagues get caught, but the Irishman runs away, and he falls over in the woods, and then he blacks out. And then who finds him? I don't know. The Irishman wakes up in some weird convent prison in a bed, and then next to the bed is some old Italian guy asking him questions, and we assume this man is the one he's the man who's funding this expedition, and for some reason he's not allowed to leave this convent slash hospital. It doesn't make no sense. Some young nun who seems to be interested in him allows him to leave the hospital, even though he's not supposed to leave. But we don't know how he leaves because this scene is not in the movie. After the Irishman leaves the convent, he goes into town and he finds two more men who can help him with the expedition. He offers payment, and then before he agrees to meet them, he gives one of them some money for bed and breakfast. Why? The next scene, he asks them to meet him at a digging site at night time the next day, and the next scene is him meeting the two men in the morning. Why? Then it's suddenly the next scene, it's nighttime very quickly, and the two men are digging and digging, and while the Irishman is sitting by a campfire drinking coffee and relaxing. Why did he hire these two men to dig for him when he's short of cash, and he could have just dug himself? And why are they digging at nighttime when the visibility will be much easier during the day? And then the two men who are digging, they find a box, which is supposedly the artifact that the Irishman's been looking for. And then the next scene is one of the men running through the woods. Why is he running? I don't know. And then after that, we see the other two men, the Irishman and the other man, are sleeping by the campfire. Then out of the hole that the men dug, these weird looking thin women, and they're naked and they have red hair, and they walk very slow, and they come out of the hole. And then even though they walk very slow, they manage to catch up with the man who was running before, and they touch him, and the man falls to the ground. One of the naked women picks up the box from the ground, the artifact that they were looking for. But why did the Irishman just leave this box which is allegedly worth a lot of money just lying on the ground so anybody could take it? Why? The Irishman wakes up. He sees that the box is missing, and so he goes into town because he thinks the man who was running took the box. So he goes into town to look for him. He can't find him, so he goes back to the woods, and he miraculously finds the man in the woods collapsed on the ground. But he doesn't go to help him or see if he's okay. He just leaves him on the ground. Very strange. These naked women slowly walk through town, and eventually they end up at the start of the film where we saw those stone abandoned houses on the edge of the cliff. It's nighttime, but when they go into the house, suddenly it turns into daytime. What? And then suddenly, once they're in the house, they have clothes on, but not just any clothes. They're all different colors, just like they walked off a fashion show. It's very strange. And basically, that's the end of the film. Basileia is directed by Isabella Torre, and this is her directorial debut. This is based on her own short film, Nymphs, from 2018. This film is just awful. Usually I can find something in a bad film to praise, like the performances or the how well it's made or how it looks good or it's well cast or has an interesting premise. But this film there's nothing. But this film just makes no sense. Characters come and go, and it's like there's a lot of scenes are cut or left out. There's no continuity. It's one scene it's morning, the next scene it's night. One scene they have clothes on, the next scene they don't have clothes on. The plot makes no sense. It's never explained what these strange creatures are, and nor did I care to find out. I give Basileia half a star out of 5. It pains me to do that, but please don't bother watching this film. There's nothing, I can't recommend anything about watching this film, sorry. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Bye bye.